Well, good morning, guys. It is level 3 Instagram training today, and we have already been through level 1 and level 2, so I'm hoping that you retain some of that information. Again, at the bottom of each eBlast, there is a link to a PowerPoint that talks about those 3 levels of Instagram, basically runs the full gamut of everything from Instagram. So I do have my screen pulled up here for you guys to reference the Repost app. If you remember correctly, last time I asked you to download that app to your phone so that you would have it ready for use for today's training. And so today is going to be using the Repost app and then stories and highlights, which technically from a user perspective is somewhat of a level 3 type of use of Instagram. You have your rudimentary use, which is those people that just post photos and utilize the photo aspect of Instagram, which is the strongest, of course, in what we call the news feed or the feed. And then you also have the people that utilize stories, which is what we're going to talk about today. And then we also utilize highlights and any of the other elements that go with those things, tagging, geotagging, using the different features that are available in Story. And then technically the component of Instagram that would equate to sharing on Facebook is called Repost. And that is an app that you use from your phone that will technically use the photo that you would like and repurpose it onto your Instagram. It does leave a watermark or a attribution mark is what they call it on your photo. And we're going to go through how to use that today. So we're going to get our phone out again, and I'm going to try my best to make sure that you guys are able to see everything that is happening on my screen here. So just for purposes of reminding ourselves what that Repost app looks like, it is that little purple app, and you'll see it on the computer screen as well right here. This is the Repost app for Instagram. If you do have Android, guys, it's going to look a little different. It is going to be basically these colors, which are the Instagram colors, and it will just say Repost for Instagram. Now, there are going to be some different Repost apps that are going to function a little differently. So as I'm going through this, your steps might look a little different if you're not using the identical Repost app. If you have any trouble at all, you can jump on Google and Google Repost for Instagram, and there will be tons of instructional videos on there. I will re-include the link to the instructional video that at the bottom of the eBlast again for you guys to reference, but it is pretty easy to use. Now, I will tell you some of these apps are funded by ads, so you will, on some of them, get ads. I have found that this app, the purple and white one that you see here on the screen, is the easiest and best to use. It does not deliver you ads in the middle of using the app. So hopefully this will be the best way for us to function via using the Repost app. So real quick, you're going to open your Instagram, and I'm going to get on one of the business accounts here. And we're going to go through reposting, okay? So in an ideal world, you would be scrolling through something in what we consider your feed, which is your home button down here. You're going to press your home button, that's your feed. And you're going to scroll through here and you're going to find a photo that you like. Now, do note that private accounts cannot be reposted, meaning it has to be either a public account or a business account, meaning they don't have it set to follower request. All business accounts are public, so that negates the need for it to be able to be reposted there. But if it's a private account, it has to be set to public in order for you to repost their images, okay? And the way you'll find out is just by going through these motions, and it will tell you, we're sorry, you're unable to repost private images. So it will tell you, your phone is smarter than you. So if you just scroll through, we're going to find one of these that we know is a public ad or this is a public one that I know of, and I maybe say I want to repost this exact image. The great thing about repost is that if any of you have hashtag phobia, if you are following good accounts and you repost their photos, guess what? The caption comes with it, as do all of the hashtags, which means it alleviates that need or fear that you might have of trying to figure out what the right hashtags for each of your photos are. Now remember, you can follow hashtags as well. So for your industry, maybe you guys want to follow something like hashtag birthday greetings. Let's see what just comes up on that. I'm going to go through this real quickly with you. So I did hashtag birthday greetings, and it looks like there is a hashtag for birthday greetings, as you can see, that has 35,000 posts on it. that might be something that you want to follow. So you just click on follow right here, and all of a sudden, anyone who has used the hashtag of #birthday_greetings is going to show up in your feed, okay? So that would be in addition to any additional accounts that you have followed, these hashtags that you select and you say follow, as you can see, there are some other ones up at the top. See where it says related? And it has other related things that you might want to follow as well. Maybe you want to follow anniversary greetings, all of the different areas that you guys cover from your business. You might want to follow those hashtags, even fun ones like Hallmark cards or anything that you can think of that might relate to your business. Even neighborhood related ones are great. Some neighborhoods do not have their own hashtag established, but if they do, it will show up here. When you go to the search button, you just search right here in the search button. You do have to put the hashtag in, put in hashtag, and then whatever you want to search for. If it is something that is available, as you can see, it shows up here. You click on it. This one has fewer than 100 posts, but that's okay. And you click follow. And then all of a sudden, those will start showing up in your newsfeed. So let's go back to using the Repost app. Again, the whole reason for saying that is that we want to follow accounts or trending hashtags that we can utilize the graphics from so that we don't always have to find our own graphics. The other part of this is utilizing third-party voice. So people want to hear from other people on behalf of you. They don't always want to hear from you. Remember the 80-20 rule? We don't always want to solicit ourselves. So if you are using someone else's photos, not only do they get a notification that you've used their photos, and I'm going to show you how to do that here in a second, but also all of their followers start seeing your posts. And this is a way for us to organically grow our network of people following us. So I'm going to go through here. This is my photo that I decided I was going to choose to repost. And when you look at this photo, you will see 3 little dots right up here in the corner. When I click on those 3 little dots, I am going to get a menu that looks like this. And you should see copy link right here. I'm going to click on copy link. If you guys are doing this with me, see that green banner that came up across the top? It says link copied to clipboard. So now we're in Instagram, right? We copied our photo. We found the photo we wanted. We copied it. Now we're going to get out of Instagram. And we're going to open up that magic little Repost app. We're going to click on Repost and open that up. And as you can see, right there at the top of my repost is the photo along with the caption that I just grabbed. Okay, so it's literally putting it in here to chronicle. I'm going to click on that image, and it's going to bring it up here in a place where I can move around the attribution mark, which is basically the copyright for that photo. So this is the legally secure way to use someone else's photo without there ever being any type of copyright infringement. Hey, that you didn't give me credit for my photo. Pardon me. This is the correct way to do it. Now, if you notice, there is a little area that says attribution mark. If for some reason this attribution mark here at the top impeded your photo, you can move it around. You can also change the color. Okay, so as you can see here, it's either a white with black text or black with white text. Now, if I change this, maybe say bottom left and black, and I go back, notice here that we have now moved that attribution mark down here to the bottom left and with black text. You can choose whatever you would like on these photos, okay? And then here on copy caption, we just want to make sure that copy caption is enabled, okay? We don't want it like this. We don't want it turned off, because that means it's only going to share the photo. It's not going to drag all those hashtags and the caption with it, which is what we want, right? So let's turn caption back on, make sure it's green there, and you're going to hit repost. And when you do that, it is going to give you the option to either share it to your feed or to your story. Now, I will caution you, when you hit story, there is not an ability to resize this photo. So notice that it makes the photo go off the screen, okay? I can't, like I can on other photos that I pull from my camera roll, I can't size this guy. Now I can, if I was okay with it being oversized, I can scroll up and utilize all of the story features that I usually use if I were loading a native image from my camera roll or a native video from my camera roll. But I cannot size this photo in any way. So if for some reason this does not work, we don't want to send this to our story, right? We can't even see who the attribution mark is here. See how it cut it off? you'll have to be careful. I do not use repost for my story. I do use it for my feed, okay? So as you'll see here, feed is the other option that you have. You're going to click on feed, and when you click on feed, now all of a sudden it's going to walk you through just like it put that photo in your camera roll. Now, guys, if you are sharing something that has multiple photos, i.e. on Instagram, you can add up to 10 photos. If you are sharing something that has multiple photos, it will ask you, when you click repost, would you like to repost all media or just the current photo? Okay, that is completely your choice. You choose whether you want to repost just the image that you saw or you want to repost the whole album that that person posted. I always say the whole album because I want all the photos in there. When you do that, it is going to put them as separate images down here in your camera roll. So if this graphic right here was the cover image that I had selected and there were 4 other photos behind it, they would appear right afterwards in my camera roll. And I would have to select all of them, much like I do whenever I'm adding my own album to Instagram. Okay, so for right now, I'm just going to say next. Now it's going to walk me through, just like I said, just like when we upload our own photo and we have all the filters, right? All of these beautiful filters that we can use. And we're going to say we're going to grab that one and we're going to say next. Okay, now, as you can see, it pulls it up just like you were doing a native photo from your camera roll. Here is where we are going to write our caption. Okay, couple tricks on this. When you are writing your caption, you should write something on your own in addition to whatever caption you copied, sorry. Whatever caption you copied from the photo, you are going to write something in addition to that. So found this really great image from, and you're going to tag the person. Now, you can tag the person or you can tag the account. Now, there's 2 different ways to do that. So when we tag someone in the actual post, that post allows us to do the @ symbol and then tag the person. If we are tagging the account, we do so when we say tag people, okay? So as you'll see right here, if I were to type in, I'm just going to say thanks for this great graphic, whatever you would like to add here. Remember, this is going to be your own caption. From, and I'm going to @ symbol, and I'm going to tag this account, High Tide Boat Lift, just like that, okay? Now, that tags them. That sends them a notification once I post this photo that, hey, this account has reused your photo and tagged you in it. Great way for me to expand my network, right? They might not even know I exist on Instagram. Awesome, I would love to follow them as well. They're already following me, obviously. So I'm going to do that, and then note here, guys, if I put any kind of emoji or character at the end of a line, it signals to your cursor, just like in a Word document, it signals the return key, okay? So if I go in here, and because it's a boat, I put in a cute little emoji for a boat. Let's see if I can find one real quick without having to scroll through all the emojis. There we go, we'll just use the surfer guy, okay? Notice now that the little surfer guy is here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate my content, okay? If you remember from level 1, people only read 21 letters, not 21 words, 21 letters of your caption. So if they open up your caption and they see this huge paragraph of text, they are not going to read it. Hence the reason why we want to separate what is our caption from the caption we are going to pull in that was native to the photo, okay? So here we put the little emoji. Watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to hit return. You guys have probably seen this. And I'm going to put 3 dots. Dot, return, dot, return, dot, return. 3 dots. Then underneath that, as you can see, my cursor is blinking, right underneath my 3rd dot. I'm going to double click. And when I double click, look what happens. I get my cut, copy, share, all those things that come up. I'm going to click paste. And it is now going to paste the content from the caption from the original. Look what it says. Posted with Repost app. And then underneath, it has all of the context that was originally put in that photo along with the hashtags. So now all my hashtag phobia is gone. They are already there. If I want to add my own in addition to that, now I can. but I have a basis for starting. I don't have to start from scratch. Okay, we're going to repost this. I'm going to post it real quick, and then I'm just going to delete it so that it doesn't hit my feed, just so you guys can see what it looks like and the importance of those 3 little dots in order to separate the content. Okay, now remember, because we put an emoji at the end, it is automatically telling the cursor go to the next line. So before I do that, though, I'm going to say okay, and I'm going to go through here and notice all the other options I have. I have tag people, add location, and then I have all the other accounts that I could post to. So Instagram images with one location at least, or a location, get 79% more engagement than photos that have no location. Reason being, your phone geolocates and geo-targets. So you always want to put in a location, even if it is a funny location. You'll see a lot of people that are fishing or doing something that they don't want people to know exactly where they are, and they will put something funny, like none of your business. Yes, if you go in right here under add location and you start typing in none of your business, it actually comes up as a location. Strangely enough, right? But for you guys, you would actually want to put, let's just say Austin, Texas. Here, we put in our location. We have already tagged, because we put them in the text of the caption, we have already tagged the person whose photo we used. But if you wanted to tag them additionally in the photo, you would click right here under tag people. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to find the company, and I'm going to tag it. Click done. And I'm going to click share now, right? Because it is enabled that it's going to share it on my account. We're going to share this. I'm going to show you real quick what it looks like, and then we're going to delete it. If you've done the same thing, just to go through the motions with me, feel free to do the exact same thing, because you probably didn't do everything you needed to on your photo. So here, as you can see, when I pull this up, notice that the caption is now separated, so that my content is separated from the original content of the post. Okay. Not only does that help with people not having this huge paragraph of text that just overwhelms them, kind of like when you get that long email, but it also allows me to separate my caption from the caption below it. Okay, I'm going to delete this real quick. Again, we delete by hitting the 3 little dots at the top of the photo and then hitting delete. And we're going to delete post, yes, before anybody saw that. Okay, as you can see, I just shared one this morning. That was a repost from another photo. Did the exact same thing, used that repost app and posted it to my store or to my feed here. You can, once you have reposted that, guys, you can share to Facebook as well. I know a lot of you guys will post to Instagram and then hit share and share that across to your Facebook page. Perfectly fine. You can do that with repost as well. Now remember, it is not going to tag the person just because you use their photo and it shows an attribution mark. It does not tag them unless you tag them yourself in either the caption or in the tag people element. Okay, so make sure that you guys are using that. All right, repost. That's repost. If you need to watch the video again and go through it one more time, feel free to do that. Again, there's going to be a video at the bottom of the email where it will show you step by step how to use the repost app as well. On to stories. Okay, stories are the things that appear up here at the top of the photo. Now, let me go real quick in this PowerPoint to where we have stories so you guys can see that element. So here, again, navigating around behind the engine, your story is right here. So as you can see, that's across the top of your phone. I'm sorry, of your account. All of your stories are right here. They are chronological based on whom has posted the last photo to their story. So if Texas Taiji Marine obviously is the last person that I follow that has posted a photo to their story. Now, if Kimberly Fox TV decided to post a new photo, she would move to the front right behind me. It's chronological based on when they post their photo to their story, okay? So you'll see these change in order throughout the day. If we just scroll across like this, we can scroll across and see all of the stories, okay? This will be stories of people you follow, only people you follow. Now, if there are public accounts that you might follow a hashtag for, those will show up here too. Anybody that you follow will show up here in the story aspect up here at the top. If you are going through and you're searching through something on Instagram and you see that they have a colored circle around their icon or their logo, you will know then that they have a story, because as you can see, everyone up here has that colored circle, the red and purple and green, or red, purple, and orange circle around their name here, okay? When I click on it, I'm gonna click on Grace Taxidermy, it shows me their story. Now, stories, guys, 15 seconds max, okay? So if you have a video, it will be 15 seconds, and it will just go through 15, 15, 15, 15. Say you have a 45-second video, it will place it into 4 quadrants, 4 15-second quadrants, 15, 30, 40, or sorry, 3, 15, 30, 45, okay? 45, if you have a minute video, it's gonna put it into 4 of them. As I click through these, guys, it will go to the next photo or image. As you can see, someone was tagged in that. The next photo or image in their story. I just keep clicking, it keeps going through. Okay, now if I go to the top up here and I click on this person right here and I keep clicking through, it is just going to continue to bring up the next person in the story. So I just click and click and click until I get through to the next person, right? That's how stories work. Now, if you are posting your own story, you have several options. You have all of these options that you'll see here. So when I click on the plus button, you see that little blue plus sign right there? That means that I could add a story. So I'm going to click on that little plus button, and now I have a blank slate. I have currently, you guys are looking at my degree because that's the way my camera is facing. But if I look across the bottom here, notice all of these different options that I have. I have boomerang, I have video, I have go live way over here. I can click on go live. I can type, which means I can literally just type whatever message I might want to put on here. So instead of having to write all over your photo, maybe you're going to preview all of the services that are available to a customer. New to the area, here are the services that Card My Yard offers. And you would put that right here in text. Then when they hit the button or they click again, then you will start showcasing each one of those products by name, okay? It's kind of like putting a cover photo or a cover album, a title page, whatever you want, a chapter category type of page, so that people know what's coming next, okay? You can always use that. Now, if I just go to normal, it's gonna bring up either a photo that I can take, or it's going to bring up my camera roll right here in the corner. So I'm going to say camera roll, and let's just use, for example, that same photo that we had before, okay, the high tide boat lift. And if I click the up, or I scroll up, look at all these options that are available to me, okay? I can add a location, I can mention someone, I can mention another account, I can put the time, I can even do a countdown, guys. This might be a great aspect to utilize if you want to put a countdown to maybe graduation, countdown to 4th of July, countdown to Christmas, countdown to some major holiday or major event that you know brings a lot of business to you. Do a countdown. You click on countdown. It allows you to put down the countdown name. It allows you to put in the date that you're counting down to. And then it also allows people who are viewing your story to turn on the reminder to get notified when the countdown is finished. So just like you, they will get a notification that says, hey, this event that you saved the countdown for is coming up this week. I.e., don't forget to order your project, your signs, your front yard greeting, okay? Let's cancel out of there. Some of the other cool features that are in here that people like to use, if you click on the GIF, which is right next to the time, if I click on GIF right here, it will bring up all of the different GIFs, which are just the animated little videos that I can add to my story. So let's put maybe the cool one right there. Okay, now you can see it's added it to it. And I can always have the ability, once I get done adding all of these graphics and things that I want here, to download this to my camera roll. As you can see, the little drop-down arrow right here, you will download that to your camera roll and it will say photo saved to camera roll or video saved to camera roll. Anything you want to do here. Now notice we have some what I would consider options down at the bottom. Down here, I can, under, see where it says your story, close friends, send to. I have the option to add this to my story, which would make it a part of my story across the top. I could say close friends, but first you have to set up a close friends group in order to do that. Close friends would be anybody that you went through then after you clicked on this little green button and selected as close friends that you want to see this story without the whole rest of your followers seeing it, okay? Or I could send it to any of the people that I am currently following that are following me. It's almost like a DM then. I'm sending them a direct message, and using what I just created, I click on send, it sends it directly to them, but does not publish it to my story, okay? Notice that after you get done doing that, you still have the option up here to add it to your story or to send it to a close group of friends. So I'm just gonna say add to my story. I'm gonna share that real quick, just so that I have something to show you guys. And here in my story now, I have this photo, right? Now, the only way, guys, that you can make a story stay for longer than 24 hours is to add it as a highlight, okay? Once we have published this story to our story here, notice that down at the bottom, you will see highlight. If I click on that little button, I have the option to add that to a pre-established highlight that I already have because I've utilized highlights on my page, or I can say add it to a new highlight. Some ideas for highlights here. I'm going to go ahead and can't delete this so nobody sees it. Some ideas for highlights here, guys. I have gone in on mine and added in all of the different clients here that I have. Ideas for yours might be the different services that you offer. It might be past client referrals. It might be testimonials, graphics, pricing, anything that you can utilize here across the top. The really cool thing is that you can always edit them. So this is my highlight, and it's got different things running on it. If I click on the bottom right here, I have the option to edit that highlight, remove that highlight. That's all, guys, right here under this 3 little dots. Notice I can also see where it says seen by 23 people. I can see who has looked at my highlight, okay? Now this one's been a while, so it doesn't show me who's seen it. It would. Viewer lists aren't available after 24 hours, so you have to watch it pretty quickly. You can't go back and watch, see who's seen that once you have republished it, but as you can see right here, it says viewers are only available up to 24 hours. Do note, guys, that your story, like I said, only stays for 24 hours. So if you want to promote that to an area where it is going to stay, you need to add it as a highlight, okay? That is the only way that you can keep a story for longer than 24 hours. Now, I know this one probably went a little bit long. I apologize if you're tuning in, and I try to usually keep them to about 15 or 20 minutes, but there was a lot of good, juicy stuff to put into this Instagram Level 3 training. This is one of my last trainings with you guys, so I'm definitely going to miss doing these. If you have suggestions that you would like to see in future trainings, please send those to Amy and Jessica so the ladies can relay that back to me, and I can help you with some future things that you have. If you have any questions on trainings you might have missed, maybe you're a new franchise and you did not get some of the first trainings, feel free to email me when you get that email blast. It's going to come out here in just a bit. Click on the reply button and just reply back to me, and I'm happy to send you the log of all of the videos that we have utilized for all of the training sessions, or if you have a specific one that you need. If you need some supplemental materials, or you just need some additional time with me to go over something on your account that maybe isn't working properly, or you need more instruction on, please feel free to email me as well. Look forward to the last training with you guys, which is coming up not next week, but the week after. We're every other week. Don't forget that. So that will be our last training together, and then you have the full summer, or the rest of the summer, to utilize everything that you've learned. We're working on some training videos. We have some really cool stuff coming up. So thanks for joining for Instagram Level 3, and I will see you guys soon.